Hey everyone, we got a coming on here special today. The special part about today is if we get, or when we get, not if, right? Because we're going to get 35 people to sprinkle this video. Everybody who sprinkles this video is going to be entered into a contest for a drawing. They're going to be entered into a drawing to, hey, Diana, everybody who's jumping on, just want to let you know that today's just kind of like a pop-up giveaway. And so the rules for the giveaway are, hey, Linda, if you sprinkle this video and then you comment sprinkled, Diana, she's on it. I got something weird going on with my chair. If you comment that you sprinkled, then you're going to be entered into a drawing today only to win a special stencil that I have for you. Now, I have a stencil that I'm going to give away, and is a stencil that is not available any longer. It's like out of stock, and it's not going to return. Let me adjust this a little bit. Okay, I don't know. My head's cut off. Hang on. This way you'll be able to see everything I'm working on, my whole work surface and everything. All right, so let me jump on and see if I can see all the comments. I can kind of see them here. Okay, Carolyn sprinkled, awesome. Karen and Tina sprinkled. So yeah, just hit sprinkle. Go ahead and do that. And give us some love. Excuse me. And let me pop on here and see if I can see us so that I can start reading your comments a little bit better. It's harder for me to read them far away. It's harder for me to see them. And then, all right, here we go. We're on. I can see. Diana, sweet chocolate woman, you sprinkled. Awesome. Can't wait to see what you're creating. Yeah, me too, girl. I'm just kidding. How do you sprinkle? Vicky, sprinkle means, it simply means share. Facebook doesn't like you to say that word. That sometimes they catch you and they're like, bad girl, bad boy. So we say sprinkle. So so pass the love around. And there we go. Karen did too. Thank you. The little arrow button. Thank you. Yes. And Pam is watching. So like I was saying, today is a special day. You'll see up in the description of what it is we're doing today. We're going to be doing Gather Here. But I'm going to be giving away a pop-up freebie because I like to give stuff away. No, that's Crystal. She really loves to give stuff away. But this is the one that we thought would be fun. This is called Happy Fall Pumpkins. It's out of stock and it's retired, and we are not restocking. So if you get this, you are really going to be a lucky winner. All right, so just thank you, Gwen. Thank you so much. Awesome. Okay, and Angie too. Hey, Amy. Hands on. I'm getting a lot of people. Thank you for hopping on with me, you guys. So yeah, just share the love around and sprinkle, and then I'll put your names into a drawing, and someone is going to win this awesome stencil. Happy Fall Pumpkins. It's an 8.5 by 11, retired, not going to restock. Okay, you can't even get it online. All right, so let's jump into today's program. Today's program. All right, today we are going to be working on, I got some trash here. We're going to be working on this. Grateful Hearts Gather Here is what the saying was, what the stencil says. The stencil is actually a 15 by 15, and the name of the stencil is Gather Here. And I love this stencil. I'm going to be working with this. And I'm also going to be working with an 18-inch round MDF that we sell. And so what I've decided is I'm going to paint this. I'm going to walk away from like the traditional white. I'm going to do a little bit of kind of, it's like a light greenish gray kind of thing with a smidge of white in it maybe. And we'll see what we come up with. So I'm going to jump right into it. So I've actually got some white chalk paint. It's called linen white, and I really do like it. Thank you, Kim. Hey, Nana's DIY. So many people. Hey, Tina, thank you. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to just open that up, and then I have this. You guys know that I do like to pick up samples everywhere. I like to pick up samples everywhere, and this was like $1.25. And I liked this color, but this is a Sherwin-Williams. I don't even know what it's really called. Look at all, it's got paint all over. I can't really tell. But, you pick it up in the area that you just kind of troll by. That's how I open stuff that gets stuck. All right, so see that color? It's kind of cool. All right, but I'm going to mute it just a smidge, and I'm going to mix it with this white, this antique white. Now, I'm not going to be super scientific about it. I'm actually just going to put a little bit of this. How am I going to do this? I'm going to put some of this white in this jar. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to water down the color a little bit, or lighten up the color a smidge. Okay? Now we don't even know what color it really is, because now I've really changed it. All right, you guys ever do this? I just mix and match, and whatever it is I want to do, that's what I do. All right, so now I'm just going to put the lid on it, give it a good shake, and we'll come up with a new color that's just a smidge lighter. Okay, Susan, thank you so much for sprinkling. Yep, we're going to give something away. Thank you for sprinkling. All right, let me shake this up, and let's see what we get. I'm going to put my white away so I don't get that on everything like I am wont to do. Okay. I got this out because I was thinking I would put the paint on here, but I don't want to get into all that. So, let's see what we get. All right. Oh, that's a nice color. It's a surprise every time. All right, so I'm just going to start by painting this. Got a little bit of white even on my sponge. That's fine. I'm just going to go around and I'm going to paint this 18-inch round MDF that you can pick up on our website. And this is so good for so many stencils. I would say probably 15 by 15 and up, and then all the way up to the 18-inch stencils. But this is a really good size. It's going to allow us room for some florals, which we are going to add. Okay. This stencil is a cool stencil. It's got some pumpkins on it. But we are going to sort of ignore the pumpkins, and we're going to put flowers in their place. All right, I love flowers. I was just saying a minute ago that I'm not really good at arranging them, but then I was reminded that we've done so many weddings and floral arrangements, and I guess that isn't really true. I kind of feel stuck when I get, or maybe like a little bit intimidated by the flowers. Does anybody? Because it's like, oh, I wish it looked like such and such, and it always turns out nice. So. All right, so just going to keep on going around. So what are you guys up to today? I'm glad you're hopping on. Thanks for joining. My husband and I had a terrific weekend. So those of you who wished us a good time, we did have a good time. We had a good time together. We always have a good time together. And we had such a wonderful time at the Ark. If you guys have not been to the Ark, I am telling you, you need to go. So I heard it described as sort of like a Disneyland for Christians. And you know what I discovered? It's not too far off, but one of the things that is really important, that two things that I should really note to you. One thing is that extremely, extremely polite. I didn't run into anybody who was not polite. The other thing was, just talking about general stuff. The other thing was that the concessions, for a bottle of water, is like less than $2. I think with tax and everything, it was four something for 2 bottles of water. So just around $2 for a bottle of water. Super reasonable at a theme park. But anyway, such a great place. Such a great place. From the moment you enter, they talk about the creation story, and then lead all the way up to salvation. But really, really, really a wonderful place to visit. Has anybody on here been? Anybody been to the Ark? And then after you're done on the Ark, you guys, it's like 4 stories, and you can't even believe how big it is. When we walked up to it, I'm like, wow, that is like bigger than a football stadium. It's huge. And then after you get out, they have like lots of other things you could do, food, and if you're hungry, because it took us like 3 hours. There's a zoo. There's all kinds of things. Anybody on here been to see the Ark? And if you have, what'd you think about it? I thought it was fabulous. And I would go again. And actually, I think with all the things that there was to do, I think you could spend 2 days there. Easy. Easy, easy. We didn't even get a chance to go to the museum. There was just so much going on. Hey, it is so cool. He lives in Fort Knox. See it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would love to go. You need to go. You need to go. I'm going to tell you, it's a gift you need to give yourself. It's so beautiful. And like I said, when you walk in, it's like the creation story all the way through to salvation, and the worldview versus the current worldview versus the biblical view, and really just so well thought out, the whole thing. All right, I'm going to dry this real quick, and then we'll get on to putting our stencil on. Oh, I didn't plug up my heat gun. Let me get to that. Let me see. You guys tell me what you think about this color. Okay. All right, here we go. It's like, I don't know, it's like a, well, you guys know I mixed the colors. So kind of like, almost like a gray and a sage had a baby mixed in with a little bit of white. All right, let me go around here and dry it a little bit, and then we're going to pop into the next part, which is going to be the stencil gathered here. Okay, and then, so what I was talking about was, at the bottom of the stencil, there are pumpkins. It's not like I don't want pumpkins or like pumpkins, but what if I didn't want the pumpkins? So I always try to do something just a little bit different than just the stencil the way that it was made. It's beautiful just like it is, but how could we mix it up a little bit? You guys do a great job of doing that, but I was kind of thinking I'm going to start with this and build on that on the bottom and kind of not do the pumpkins, but put that in that area, like just a spray of florals. What do you think about that? I think that could be cool. I love, Sharon, I did it again. Does that mean that you went, oh, I see. Okay, great. Alrighty. Yeah, so then we went to this place called Jungle Gyms. Has anybody been to Jungle Gyms? It's not too far outside of Cincinnati. And basically, Jungle Gyms is this like, it's this crazy, it's like an international grocery store, but it's got weird, like it's got alligator tail. I don't know if that's weird to some of y'all, but it's got all kinds of food choices and things like crickets, like chocolate covered crickets and cockroaches. I'm not kidding. All kinds. I took all kinds of weird pictures of stuff they have. The thing good stuff too, things you can't get in other places. So really cool. So it's called Jungle Gyms, and it's so funny when you first walk in. You got to walk in a little ways, and then there's a restroom. And the restroom looks like an outhouse, and it has like, you know how you know, plastic outhouses, and then you open it up, the porta potty. You open it up, and you think it's like says men and women's, and you open it up, and it's a real bathroom down there, like several stalls. But it makes you think when you're opening that door that you're going into a single stall bathroom, and who knows what you're going to get, but it's pretty cool. And you're always welcome to sprinkle our videos to any groups you might be part of, as long as they do allow that. We wouldn't want you to get in trouble or get the boot. So I'm getting rid of a bunch of Klingons I got around here. All right. So it's pretty dry. All right. I was thinking maybe I should have painted before I came on, huh? Nobody likes to see paint dry. Watch paint dry. Okay. We're going to rock on. All right, let me grab my... So that paint is new, right? It's not like 100% down. This is really messy. Just a minute, please. There, I got a better one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up a little bit of lint with my tacky towel. And what that's going to do is it just is going to make sure it's a little bit easier to peel my stencil off, whatever surface I'm using. So if I'm putting it on glass, I'm certainly going to want to fuzz it, pick up some lint on it several times, right? Pull it off and on several times. This is on paint, so not too much, but I did just paint it, and honestly, it didn't leave very much time for it to dry. So, hey, thank you, Bobby. Hey, Donna. Good to see you. All right, so let me just pull this out, and we'll get to it. Again, this is Gather Here, and it's 15 by 15 inch. Oh, sorry for the, I'm making my camera move. Okay, let me set that aside. It always cracks me up because you know I'm going to throw that on the floor. Okay, so what I do is I like to peel my stencil. Let's see if I can do that with you guys sitting here. Peel my stencil off, okay, and lay it upside down, okay, and then, good night, peel it back. Now, I want to do this because sometimes it's easier with a bigger stencil to, oh yeah, oh that smells so good. Sometimes it's easier just to put that cloth right down on top of it, like this, right? Instead of trying to make it behave when you are pulling it off. So now that I've got it going a little bit, I am going to go ahead and turn it upright so you can see. So sometimes instead of doing this, I'll lay it upside down and then put the cloth on it with a large stencil. Just seems to behave better. All right. Crystal, funny gal, funny gal. Okay, so I'm going to do it a couple of times, and then I'm going to do something that I do sometimes and don't do other times. And you guys, I think sometimes it's just a personal choice on what you want to do. But I am going to put a little bit of wax on my surface. I usually don't put too much wax on unless, let me make sure I got all the Klingons off. I usually don't put a lot of wax on or any wax on if it's going to be a stencil that I'm going to put on a painted surface that is flat and I've been using for a while. But, hey Andrea, but this one we just painted. I want to make sure that my, put that over there. I do want to make sure that my stencil is not going to stick to my paint and I'm going to be able to pull it off really well. Okay, so I am going to put a little bit of wax on and I'm going to pull it right back off. And again, I'm just trying to make sure that when I put this thing on, when I put the stencil on, it's not pulling up that paint. All right, I didn't get a very clean cloth to start with. All right, so I'm just going to put a thin layer on. Now, people do ask a lot about waxing. Wax does get in those fibers of the wood. It does help create a flatter surface for you to work with. And it does, in some cases, help the bleeding, right? So just want to reiterate that waxing is not good to use on with our rub-on transfers. We wouldn't want to wax the surface and use the rub-on transfer on it because then it doesn't have anything to stick to really, right? We wouldn't want to do that. But on a surface like this, it might be a good choice for you. Certainly if you're going to design right after painting like I am. All right, so I put it on and now I am going to, I wonder if I should show them that that little one that I did today. Did you guys see that sleigh that I made today? Oh, it was so cute with our Christmas transfer, the Saint Nick. I'm going to show it to you. It's called, I think it's called Angel Saint Nick rub-on transfer, but I want to show it to you. It turned out so cute. I loved it. Well, cute maybe is not right. Beautiful, I think, is a better. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, great. Let me show you. I got to grab it. Let me know what you think. It's just a sleigh that I picked up at a craft store. I painted the top like an off color, sort of like a beige. And then I put a little bit of black and some red paint that I had to darken it up. And then I used our rub-on transfer and put some greenery on it. It did turn out so cute. You guys have to make these. So adorable. All right, you can check it out in the reels how I did that. All right, so now I've got, oh, thank you, Angie. I appreciate it. Saying hey, and it's a beautiful day here in Mississippi. Is that what that is? Okay, so pretty. Thank you, Bobby. I can't wait for the new Christmas tree stencil. Me either. All right. You guys, I was going to work on a stencil with you today. I'm like, no, crud, it goes out tomorrow. I had my project all set up and everything, and I'm like, dang it, I can't do that one. It's not even available yet. Darn it. So I have a beautiful project to work on with you guys when the cardinals appear. Comes out. You're going to love it. Okay. So, all right. So now I have got my surfaces waxed. I'm going to put my stencil down, and it's still tacky. It's not too tacky. So that's great. So I'm just going to find a good spot for this. I am going to pull it up and hold it up a little bit higher because I did want to put some greenery down at the bottom. All right. This is a personal choice, but that's just what I'm going to do on this one. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to just smooth it down in place. I'm sorry, my camera's moving. It must be touching the table. All right, I think I got it down good. Got the light shining on it. All right, so the stencil, as you know, when you wax and then you buff off right away, doesn't want to stick as much, which is what I wanted, but you do have to be careful to make sure not to mess with it too much. All right, so here we go. I've got, I think I'm going to do the leaves in green. I'm going to do green. I'm going to do... I don't know. What do you guys think? I was thinking about this army green. Sorry, this one's olive green. And some magnolia green. And then, what do you think? Either, no, that's the wrong color. Yep, that's pumpkin. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. These two greens and a mustard. Now, this is for the leaves. Remember, it's fall. Or a brown. Two greens and a mustard, or the greens and the brown. What do you think? Let me know what you want to do. I'm going to open these up, make sure they're ready to go, and we are going to do the hot mess technique on these so that our leaves will look beautiful. There we go. There's my stuff. All right, mustard. All right, great. So we're going to do olive. So I'm going to do olive green. I'm going to do magnolia green. And then the next one, we will do olive. I'm sorry, the mustard. I think mustard wins. All right, let's do the mustard. All right, so everywhere that I want the mustard and the two greens, I'm just going to dab, and I'll show you in just a minute what I've done. And it's not, no magic. It's just here, there, and everywhere. And I'll show you what I have so far. And I've just dabbed the colors. Can you see that? I've just dabbed the mustard right now. Okay. 42 sprinkles. All right. Can you send the link so we can order the new stencils tomorrow? Oh, everybody's ready to go. All right. Now I'm coming in with the, what did I say this was? Olive. Yeah, olive green. Oh, I'm loving it. All right. I'm going to do the olive green, and then I'm going to let you guys help me decide about what I should do with the Grateful Hearts, the color on that, okay? You guys always give me great advice, so I'm going to go with it today. All right. So, and then last color, we're going to do the magnolia green. I think that is not gonna, actually, as I'm looking at it, it's not gonna pop as much. That might be okay mixed with the other two greens, but we're gonna see. We'll see how it goes. Brown could have been a good choice too. All right. All right. So I want to know, you guys, tomorrow, there's so much that's being released tomorrow in your bundles, in the creator bundles. What are you most excited about? What are you most excited about? Of course, I love them all, so that's hard for me to say. All right, now I'm going to use my larger squeegee. It's actually called Small Cut Apart, but it's not a mini. And I'm just going to come in and I want to show you my colors so far. I've got them just the dots on there like this. Okay, and then I'm going to, I need a little more mustard. I'm going to squeegee them all together, and that's why it's called a hot mess, because it's going to look like one. Just squeegee, squeegee. We don't want to play with it too much, all right? It's too much, it looks muddy. And like I said before, I am going to just avoid or ignore the pumpkins down below, because I'm going to cover those up with something else. All right, and you know what? If I get a little bit of them, that's okay. But you see, the pumpkins down here, I'm not going to do the pumpkins. We're going to cover that up with some, I mean, I guess I could and then not use the flowers, but I had in mind when I saw this that I wanted to add flowers to the bottom. I think a bow would be nice too, but I think given what this is, that it's a wreath already, I think that the flowers, fall flowers and leaves were a better choice for me. All right, so I'm going to come back in and just squeegee off what I don't need. And I'm just taking this excess and I'm putting it on a paper towel. You could put it away in another jar to use at a future date for some blended mixed color look. All right, so... all right, this is what it looks like. It does look like a hot mess. It doesn't look pretty at all, does it? All right, so now the grateful hearts. Wonder what we should do on grateful hearts. I am thinking mustard and or an orange. What do you guys think? Gather here. Maybe some browns. Let's see. Maybe some... let's do grateful hearts, and then here in mustard, okay? And then, yeah, and then we'll do the gather part. Let's do that in, I was thinking about brown, but brown? You think brown? Brown or army green? Olive green. I gotta get my color straight. Let's do this. All right, brown. Brown would set it off. Let's do brown. You guys are so smart. Okay, thank you, ladies and gents. All right, so I just put that on there like that. I have no idea why. All right, so let me go over the grateful. Uh-oh, my thing, I moved it. I got mustard and I've got brown. I think that was a good choice, you guys. I think it's going to work. It's going to look good. Wait till you see the flower, like the floral stuff I put at the bottom. I think that was a good choice. Okie dokie. And let me come down here. And then we will go in. I'll go in and get the moved. Stay on there. The brown. Chocolate brown. Isn't that a beautiful color? Love chocolate. Who doesn't love chocolate? Oh my goodness. In my family, it's like, if you don't like chocolate, you must be broken inside. Something's wrong. So our family, we do chocolate. We love it. One of my uncles, he makes, well, my only uncle, he makes fudge pies every year, and they are a hit. He loves them. I think he really just loves licking the spoon more than anything. But everybody loves Uncle Carl's fudge pies. All right, are you ready to see it? Let's see. I need to put this to the side. All right, and away we go. Ah, turned out beautiful, you guys. I'm going to put this right here so we can take a look. Oh, I got some of those leaves I'm going to have to go back in and get later. All right, so let me move this aside so we can see what we've got. Can you guys see that okay? Oops, I got it going wonky. But you can see it just totally looks unfinished because I didn't put the pumpkins down here. But we are going to do something about that. Oops, dang it, I smeared it. I'll fix that later too. Thank you. I'm glad you love it. I have a couple of things to fix because I'm playing around too much with this thing. Okay, let me put this away and then we'll work on the greenery below. I'm trying to keep these pastes moist, and so when I'm done, I just want to take them and go around the edge and mix it in with what's in the center and close it up good and tight so that they stay good for a while. By the way, if you guys don't know, the average shelf life or the expected shelf life of chalk paste is 6 months. So just keep that in mind. You know, me personally, do I go through them in 6 months? Probably more like, you know, closer to 6 weeks. But just to let you know, that's what can be expected. All right, so got all cleaned up. Love it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right, so this is what I was thinking. I was thinking, I got so much going on over here. Let me grab some stuff to cut with, and then I'll bring it up here for you to see. And then you guys can help me out. Okay, so I've got this spray that I was going to put at the bottom, and I was going to throw another flower in there to kind of lighten it up. I also thought about putting in some purple up at the top to kind of give it a little more pop. So let me move this out of the way, and I'm going to work on that. So that, thank you, Debbie, and thank you, Michelle. So let me tuck these in here. And I will, I've got some, I don't know if you guys use these, but I've just started, they're just everywhere now. Instead of using the floral wire, I'm sure you guys are way ahead of me. I've started using these zip ties instead. You can get them anywhere, relatively inexpensive, a pack of like 60 to 100. And they're so good to have around. But who else uses these zip ties? So user friendly. So I'm just going to take my zip tie. And this is actually from an arrangement I had before that I dismantled. I didn't care for it anymore, so I just took it apart. So I'm going to zip tie this flower in place. And I think you're going to see what I'm talking about when I say that it lightens it up. Okay, so I zip tied it. And then I'm just going to clip that. And then I zip tied real good, and then I'm just going to clip it off. Okay, and I think I will put some up here as well. All right, so same. Just going to go in with a zip tie. I'm going to kind of, you know, make this curve a little bit and fit it in here somewhere and grab another zip tie. Sometimes when you have a piece of, you know, a floral piece that is just too big, and you got to zip tie in a couple of spots. That might be the case with this one. I'm going to see what I can do. All right, so you definitely want to attach it to a place on the stem that's already good and sturdy and thick. So I'm picking the thickest wire to attach it to. And then I'm going to get it in there, and then I'm just going to adjust it. All right, see here? Now I'm going to adjust it. But this is a heavy piece, so I'm going to just curve it around here, cut off a little bit, and then I'm going to, yeah, wow, that is. Yeah, and then I will put another zip tie in just so it doesn't come off. I've been seeing where you guys, some of you guys are using on your door hangers, you've been using the, look at, I'm trying to pull a piece on that I cut off. You guys have been using your magnets to trade out the floral arrangements or different doodads or embellishments on your signs. That is so smart and cute. I love it. All right. So let's see what we have and what we think about that. I'm going to turn these up underneath here. You're not going to be able to see them, but I don't want them to scratch my surface. All right, so my poor gather. I squished it. Okay. What do we think about that? I think that that gives it a little more pop. Whoop! It's not going to be hanging up like that. There we go. What do we think about that? Better? I kind of like it. How much is the gather stencil? Yeah, if you guys could please answer that. I don't have the answer right in front of me. I would love to get it for you. It's just not in front of me right now. All right, so now, last time I tried to do this with you guys, you must have thought I was nuts because I was trying to get my staple gun to work, and it didn't work. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? And I was like, wow, what is wrong with my staple gun? Well, you guys, you want to know what happened? While I was trying to use it, it came unplugged, and that was the only problem. So now I've got my staple gun, $26.49. Thank you so much. Now I got my staple gun, and I'm going to try to find a good place. I'm going to not worry too much about being centered. Let me ask you guys a question before I get going. As far as color is concerned, do you think I have enough of the light color, or should I add one more of the light color flowers? What are your thoughts on that? I've got purple, I've got orange. Got to move these around a little bit. That I think is beautiful. You know, one other thing I was thinking? How about an acorn? Or that's not an acorn, a pine cone. A pine cone. What do you think? A pine cone. That could look really cool. Yes, I'll put a pine cone there. Looks good. Look good as is. Okay, let me put the pine cone in because I'm liking how it looks right now with the pine cone. And that is enough. Okay. All right, let me show it to you with the pine cone and see if I can change your mind. Okay, it's either going to look like this. Come on, stick. Or like this. So pine cone or no pine cone? Yes, pine cone. Okay, that's all I needed. Thanks. All right, let me put the pine cone in here and then we'll attach it. Goodness. Okay. One last one, and then we will be done for today. On this, I will staple it on, and you guys can give me the thumbs up or down, however you feel about it. Pine cone. Yes, on the pine cone. I keep trying to use the ones that I've cut off. What in the heck? Okay. All right, just coming around the back again. I love these zip ties, you guys. They are so much better. I don't even know who I saw do this, but you are smart, whoever you are, because it's so much easier than the floral wire. To me, it is anyway. Okay, it's all snug. It's in there. I'm so happy with the pine cone. Yes. Let's get it going the right way, so I'll be happier. Okay, and I'll clip that off. Alrighty. 53! Woo! All right, let me put this on. You guys, that was the right choice. That was the right choice. I'm going to show you real quick here. That was the right choice. Okay, let me find a good place for that and get my staple gun. Now, if you don't have an electric staple gun, then I suggest you get one, but you don't have to. You can glue it on. You can put a magnet on. You can do whatever you want. All right, let me try to get this in a good spot and hope that it sticks. Oh, I got the shorter staples in there. Darn it. This one is a very big. This is not working at all. I have the wrong staples in here. I need the deeper ones. That one worked. All right. We got it going. We got it going on. Yeah, a staple gun is just the way to go if you can. It's just so nice. It makes it so much faster. Okay, one more and we'll be done. All right. Let's take a little look. I want to fix a problem I've got going on here with my stencil where it bled. Actually, I smudged it, and I'm just taking a little bit of water and going around the bottom of that H and reconstituting the chalk paste so that I can take off that chalk paste I don't want on there. And I'll show you in a second what it looks like when I repaired it. Super easy to repair. Just a little bit of water. We're not looking for a lot. If it's a lot, then you're going to reconstitute areas you don't want to. All right, that was easy peasy. That got fixed. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I'm going to wait for it to dry. I said that and I touched it again. All right, let's get a look. You guys tell me what you think. There we go. There we go. All right, so this is the Gather Here stencil. With our chalk paste, we use army green, magnolia green, chocolate brown, and mustard, as well as our 18-inch round. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good evening. And don't forget, I think, looking at it, let's see, where are we at? Someone tell me where we are with all the sprinkling. Thank you for saying that it's beautiful. Where are we with the sprinkling? Because I want to know what if we're doing a giveaway. Let me see. I think we are. Okay, we might be giving away too. And the giveaway is going to be this Happy Fall pumpkins. Okay, it's an 8.5 by 11. It is retired. It's out of stock. It's not going to be restocked. You can't get it again. So anybody who, yes, we're at 58. Whoop! So that definitely means 2. Okay, let's get to 60 and we'll do 2. It should be 70 because the number was 35. And 35 times 2 is 70. So let's get to 70 and then we'll do 2. Okay, so it doesn't have to end with this viewing. It can go on for another couple hours. But sprinkle the love. And hopefully we'll give away 2 of these Happy Fall pumpkins. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I hope that you will make your own version of the Gather Here and then share it around. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining me.